In the Southern Gulf of Thailand, many people like to go diving off the tropical islands of Koh Samui, Koh Phangan and Koh Tao. They are part of a larger archipelago made up of some 70 islands with protected national marine parks and coral reefs. The Southern Gulf's beautifully clear tropical sea is one of the main attractions to the area. Koh Tao has many famous dive sites, and you can do some of the world's cheapest accredited dive courses right here. These guys take diving seriously. Whilst on Koh Phangan, I came across the island's first and only 5-star PADI dive centre, Salerock Divers. They recently won an award for cleaning up the beaches and the reefs. Together with the Thai Navy, they cleared off almost 3 tons of rubbish and are looking to keep this as a regular event.
Koh Phangan, we do free pool ride dives every day. If you like that, you can then go on to something like Discover Scuba Diving. You can then go on normal dives to Salerock, and then we all go all the way through, right up into instructor course.
Diver, where's your BCD?
We do all the speciality courses, all the way through from Fish ID, Deep Diver, which takes you down to 40 metres, and Enriched Air, which can give you a longer bottom time.
I went diving with them to see the beauty of the surrounding reefs, as well as the damage that has been caused, potentially as a result of the rising sea temperatures. Before we descended, I was pointed out the fact that the sea was 2 degrees above the average for this time of year, coming in on the surface level at 38 degrees Celsius. This has been having a devastating effect on the bleaching of coral, a natural breeding and feeding ground for many of the ocean's fish. There are many things we can do as tourists to help the local environment. I got chatting to Ecology, a marine biologist from the Centre for Tropical Marine Ecology in Germany.
Well, this time of the year, which is June at the moment, we have very, very high average water temperatures. So what we're seeing at the moment here is what we call a mass coral bleaching. This is when the symbiotic algae inside of the coral is leaving the host, the coral, and all of the colour is going out. So especially in the shallow areas around here, we're in Koh Phangan at the moment, around the fringing reefs, just around here, there's snow white. Now only as you get down a little bit deeper, below 10 meters, you will still have intact coral at the moment, which is, well, I'm nearly 100% sure that this is related to high average temperature at the moment. Because we're experiencing this mass coral bleaching at the moment, you have to be even more careful than you would normally have to be, because the coral is not dead. There's still living tissue in that. It's just expelled all of its symbionts. So your normal rules of not touching and not taking anything and watching your buoyancy at all times so you don't touch anything. Don't stand on the coral, especially when you go snorkeling. Please don't stand on the coral. It's not a white rock, it's a living animal. So if you step on coral or break a bit of coral, or if you touch it in any way, you can hurt it, and you can hurt yourself at the same time, which might be another reason why you shouldn't touch it. If you're snorkeling, you should be on the surface, like that, and you should be standing up. If you want to stand up, swim to the beach. Stand up, drink a beer. I'm trying to implement a long-term coral survey program at the moment. It's hard to say how much damage is actually done by divers, because these islands, they used to be pretty much uninhabited quite a while ago. They used to be only fishermen on these, so the influx of tourists has actually increased the output of wastewater from the islands. And if you're talking about untreated wastewater or sewage from islands like these, you're talking about nutrients. So you're putting nutrients into the water, which will promote algae growth. And algae is a natural competitor of corals. So if you put in nutrients, the algae will grow and the corals will diminish. So this is one point that I'll be looking into during the next year. So if you want to volunteer with that, you would be an active member of the conservation community at the moment. You can do something. You can change something. We can help you to gain a little bit of knowledge, which you can share with your peers or with your families and your friends, and you can actively do something while diving, while snorkeling.
Support resorts and dive centres who have an active green policy, and challenge your tour operators to endorse the resorts and dive centres with the best credentials. These are just a few of the ways you can positively make a change.